Brews and Banter.
Hey, Frank.
Excuse me.
No, welcome.
How are you?
I'm good.
Sorry, that was a little premature.
And hi, Vov. My brother's visiting from Massachusetts.
Hey.
Yeah, we need to have like an introduction though. Like it's he doesn't drive a Nova, and if he drives too fast, he'll get pulled over. This is from Boston. This is Vova.
Usually the one I hear is, like Volvo.
Yeah. Or how about Volva?
Yeah, I've never heard that one before.
All right.
So, Vov, thanks for coming, visiting, and coming to the studio and have a beer with us.
Yeah, my pleasure.
I like your shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
Can you explain to people who don't know what that is?
Yeah, if you don't know, Lasso and Beard is from Ted Lasso.
Well, you know what?
The show. Ted Lasso, the show.
He's my youngest brother. Yeah. I like fucking with him.
I'm glad that you kind of point out he's your brother because one of these things doesn't look like the other. It's like a Sesame Street skit here.
He could just be a guest from Canada or something.
Yeah, you guys are pretty much fucking twins.
All right, what are we drinking?
We're going to be drinking a Stash Hero double IPA from Buried Acorn. But I think we should also try to open these in sequence,
Simultaneously.
All right, hold it to
not
the
simultaneously. So he'll go first, you go second, I'll go third.
Okay, as soon as I go, you go, and then you're last. Ready? Hold on, I have nails.
We're such dicks.
Ah, that's cute.
It's like a barbershop
Weirdos.
quartet with a bald guy and no barbershop or 4 people. So it's actually nothing like that. Yeah, so we
Let's check each other's pour. Show me your pour.
we got these. Oh, we all did good. Look at that. We excel.
Yeah.
So don't anybody
What the
fucking
fuck you doing? Got a cheers, man.
Gee, oh my God. Let's start over.
Jesus Christ.
Brother, new guy.
Fanugi, the fucking new guy.
Cheers.
Fanugi.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
It's definitely an IPA. Double IPA, by the way.
Double IPA.
It's so we got these when they were broken into recently.
Yeah, unfortunately, Buried Acorn, someone broke in and tried to steal their cash.
Some shitbag.
Dipshit. But
Do they go
just
for
like
the beer?
Yeah, what the fuck's wrong with you?
That's what the owner said, Tim. He's like, they walked by all this delicious stuff and didn't take any of it. He's like, I would have been like, oh, wait a minute. Let me take this stuff.
Look at that. Look how you pour it in. Look at it.
So,
it'll get clear now. Like, see how it gets cleared up?
So yeah, they had a lot of people come over, support them, and they'll get the door fixed, and that's nice. So if you're local in Syracuse area, I don't know when you're going to hear this, but it's never too late. Go out there, support them, buy some beers, bring friends, get some food. Food's delicious.
Yeah, they got that Chicago. What was that? It's like a French dip, but it's Chicago. We had it when we did the interview there.
I don't remember.
But that's what I had the other week,
Yeah.
the other day. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I had a wrap. I had artichoke something wrap. That was pretty good.
Choke just for saying artichoke.
Yeah, fuck.
So people, we've got Vova here, and he's with Seaside Variety, and I think as episode 42, we had the Bentwater. Mm-hmm. So what is that machine called? What is like a pressurized beer dispenser?
Tap?
No, it's a
Keg? Not a keg.
yeah. No, it's a
Can we just make up a name for it? We'll call it what we want.
no.
But it's the thing that fits in your door, and then
Yeah, you put it
we
in the
over
refrigerator.
pressurize it, and a fucking blue beer all over the place.
Fuck. What do you call
But that
it?
came from Vova.
Not a tumbler or some shit like that. No.
Tumbler dispenser.
Growler is what goes into it.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, you can fit more than a growler, right?
2 growlers, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
yeah.
How about we call the double growler
Double
dispenser?
growler.
Yeah,
I like double growler.
the DGD, the double growler dispenser.
All right, that sounds good.
Yeah, so that was the stainless steel. Episode 42, you can see what it is. I don't have to fucking talk about it anymore. Because
That's
we
right,
can't
yeah.
fucking get it right anyway. We don't know what it's called.
It's yours. You guys can name it whatever you
We'll call
want.
it whatever we want. The Vova. We'll call it the Vova apparatus.
Yeah, bend your beer.
Yeah. So that's where that came from Vova, and thanks again for that. And
Yeah.
the ransom note.
Ransom note was fun.
That was funny. How long did it take for you guys to make that?
Couple hours.
Was your wife okay with you sacrificing your Playboy magazines?
She was.
Okay.
She was. And some cooking magazines too.
You know, I was remodeling this one house and I came across a stash of like this guy's Playboy magazines, but they're from like 70s.
It's coming
80s.
back.
And
The bush is coming back.
And-
look at your face. I feel like you guys could we could do like a time lapse with your beards. Like if you just start at 6 a.m, be like, and then like by 5 you have a fucking beard. Like
When I
Chia
shave-
Pat. Remember Chia Pat?
when I shave my head, by the time I'm done, I'm like, fuck, it's ready to go back.
Well, I shaved today at what, 2:00?
That's shaved?
It shaved.
Yeah, but you didn't do clean shave. Fuck off.
Yeah. I mean, mine doesn't grow that fast for sure.
No, I didn't want to shave. I was gonna make it a 3 bearded men episode, but I had to shave. I had to
That
clean
could be
up a
another
little.
podcast, The Three Bearded Men. I've been going shorter with I cut like 3 inches off of this thing.
Yeah, it's nice, right? It's like nice.
Groomed.
It is groomed. Like my ball bag. I'll show you later. Or now.
Not interested.
Your choice.
He, he doesn't want to look like a teenager. That's
Look like a fucking 12-year-old Dutch boy.
oh, hold on.
It started off patchy.
Right? Get it waxed.
What do you call a teenage boy who doesn't masturbate?
Roman.
What do you think?
I'm gonna say Frank.
Vova is the answer.
No, it's a liar.
All right. Well, how about we drink and then we play carpenter? You know what that is?
No, can I tell you another joke?
I was just in the middle of my joke.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a joke.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We can play
go ahead.
carpenter.
Go ahead. Well, I didn't know what.
Let's
you
play
said
carpenter.
Play carpenter.
Let's
I
play
thought that's
carpenter.
a joke.
We all get hammered and then you get nailed.
Who gets screwed?
Fine. Vova, he's a new guy.
What is the difference between acne and a Catholic priest?
Oh, psh.
Oh, you know that one?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Acne
off.
waits till
Okay.
12 till it comes on your face.
You didn't know that.
Vova's got a joke.
I've got a joke.
Oh,
We're doing a joke segment. What do you call a lesbian with braces?
ooh, I think I heard this before.
Chainsaw?
Good one.
Is it?
What?
Box cutter.
Box cutter. I was gonna say mousetrap.
What do you got, Roman? You had a joke. You're going to fucking hurry to get out of there.
What did Cinderella do when she got to the ball?
I think I know. I'm going to let Vova guess first.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know either.
All right, fine.
She gagged.
She's new.
Good one.
She's new.
All right,
It'll get better.
that's all the jokes I have. Volva, so what is your role at the Seaside Variety, and where's that located?
So Seaside Variety is in Nahant, Massachusetts.
And it's a peninsula,
Small little
right?
peninsula. We call it an island.
Not technically though.
Not
You don't swim across every time.
No, but we used to.
Well, you're like 12-year-olds that don't masturbate. You're a liar. It's not a fucking island.
Right. And then back in the day, somebody made a road that connected Nahant to Lynn, Massachusetts. Small peninsula, 1 square mile.
1 square mile?
Yeah.
Just like Oak Island then, right?
Smallest town, city in Massachusetts.
You ever watch Oak Island, like in Nova Scotia? They got some road they built to go to it, and it's probably not even that big. But it's actually an island, I believe.
Island
yeah.
is when it's not connected to land. When you have water all around. Excuse me.
Okay.
That's definition of island.
Okay, fine.
And it has to have at least 1 tree on it.
Holy fuck.
That's true.
Master.
Hey, what the fuck? I mean,
Fuck off, you two fucking
how many
dumbasses.
blades of grass has it got to have, bro?
14.
That's it?
Easy.
Does it need to be cut in a certain direction?
Northeast.
The northeast is where Nahant is.
Yeah, that's sunrises. And so
What do they offer? What
if
do
you go to 1,000 islands and do a tour like on the boat, then they tell you because we have more than 1,000 islands. I forgot how many islands.
Another
there's.
fucking liar.
But it's just called 1,000 islands because there's more than 1,000. But a definition of island is a formation that has water around it, whether it's rock formation, dirt, or whatever, and has to have one tree on it. So if you have an island with no tree, but just a bunch of grass, it's not considered.
What's it called?
What is
then?
it called?
Yeah.
Just landing.
No island?
Land?
Just yeah.
No, I.
I see land.
Yeah. No island.
No island.
There's no ice.
Just land.
Right. Land ho. So what does Seaside
Sorry.
Variety offer?
Sorry, go ahead,
Yeah,
Will.
what do you guys have there? Like everything?
Everything. Beer, wine, liquor.
Hookers.
We don't have those. Those are not allowed in our town.
Condoms for the hookers?
We do have condoms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Small selection. Nobody uses those anymore.
Small being the operative word.
Yeah. Nobody uses condoms anymore.
Why not? What's happening?
I don't know.
Do they have expiration date? Do you have to like throw them out after?
They do have expiration dates
Yeah,
on
because
them. Yeah.
probably can't like after.
They dry out.
I had a buddy that was he worked up north a long time ago, probably 30 years ago now. I mean, he was an older guy then. So anyway, he worked at a convenience store and he'd get bored. He'd take fucking pins and poke the holes in the.
No, really? Get the fuck out of here. That's fucked
You're
up.
never gonna fucking see a hole.
That's fucked up.
I don't know how many kids he created.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably not
Population rise in town, Nahant.
as much. Yeah, probably not as much as that fucking doctor in was it Chicago or Illinois? You hear about that? The fertility doctor who fathered like over 100
He was using
people.
his own
Yeah.
sperm.
Was that
instead
like
of using
Chicago?
a bank, like
Yep.
a donation.
Yeah, he'd fucking go hand jack in when the patient's there, and you get a hot dose like within a degree of coming out of your nuts to begin with.
Wow.
Wasn't it a woman wanted to find her dad or something like that, and she did a genealogy or like one of those 23andMe things?
So, yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of stories because there's so many fucking kids. But I think it first started with this girl that started having like medical issues. She couldn't figure out what it's about, and she was into something. I think she went online, and then she started getting into a group with people that had the same condition. And then they started figuring out, you kind of like go back, well, what happened to this? Where'd you come from? How were you born? And then they sort of start piecing shit together. And then they find out, like at the time of the documentary on Netflix, it was like 94 kids or something like that he'd fathered.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and that was a couple years ago. So maybe there's even more now. But then she was saying how like you'd go to a garage sale and you'd buy something, and then once they find years ago, right? And then once you find out this has happened, you meet this person, you're like, hey, I bought this bicycle from you, and you're actually my brother. Like they figure it out. Like it's just fucked. And then now they started to think so like they don't date each other.
Oh,
Like they had to have a fucking chart so you could figure out who the fuck's related to who.
that's right, because they can
they're-
easily
they're all
happen.
in the same area.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah,
It's like a small town.
That's
You're
right.
in the hunt. You got to watch out.
yeah, it was fucked up. It was pretty good documentary though. The doctor's a dick for sure.
You watched the whole thing?
Mhm.
Nice.
So
So-
he obviously didn't use condoms.
Yeah.
Or maybe he had the ones with the holes in them.
That's what it said. Imported.
So you guys carried a lot of beer?
A lot of beer. Yeah, that's one of our bigger selections.
What do you sell most, like alcohol or other stuff? Let me take a guess. It's cigarettes, alcohol, and lottery.
Yes, yes, and yes.
And ATM.
Yes.
You sell food? Like, is it like a convenience store like this, or is
Yeah.
it just okay?
Yeah, just candy.
Oh, but like not like
Canned
sandwiches
goods
and shit like that.
No,
Yeah.
no.
You guys right
There's a
across-
sandwich shop right down the street. A couple of them right down the street from us.
They're right across from the beach. So on the summer days, you guys sell a lot
Yeah,
of
we
like
get
ice
a-
cream and
Yeah, we get a lot of traffic off the beach. Got to have the weather for it. Last year was a bad year. We didn't get the weather, but if
global warming.
unbelievable, raining every weekend. But if the weather's there,
Yeah.
it gets really crowded in the summertime.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I would say beer is probably our biggest seller.
Nice. Mostly craft beer.
Summertime. When they go to the beach, it's more the lower alcohol stuff. Non-alcohol.
Because they want to make sure they find their way back and get more beer.
Well, you go to the beach, you spend a few hours there. You don't want to drink one
In
of
the
these
sun.
eight. You don't want to drink like 6 or 7, 8.5% beers.
By the
I
way,
gotta disagree.
By the way,
I don't fucking do it.
I don't. It doesn't.
Well, you
feel
don't go
like,
to the beach very often.
No,
do
Doesn't feel like
can't tell.
8.5%, right?
Yeah.
That's actually pretty.
this-
It's double IPA.
you? It drinks really easy.
Yeah. Did you like the can art?
I did, yeah. And it's they're giving credit to someone here. I know you point that out sometimes. Art by at Radzor. Radzor?
Yeah, at RHADZOR. So thank you, Buried Acorn, for giving the artist credit.
Yeah, they have a lot of stuff that goes on. They have a lot of events at night, like, whether it's a trivia or something like that. But they have in the actual brewery part, they have they rent it out. Like you could
Well,
have dinners
or-
there. You could have rehearsal dinners for weddings, or you have
said,
he has
it's
raves.
sometimes it's like an overflow, right?
Yep.
Like he'll move people in there. They'll do what are the events that he mentioned?
Yeah, they have raves and stuff quite often.
Yeah.
But I think they do other activities
Stand-up comedy I've seen. Yeah.
No, it's nice. That's a nice little
pretty
place.
cool place. Yeah, it's unfortunate what happened. So I'll go there as much as I can.
And they have a kitchen.
Yeah.
Full
yeah.
kitchen there?
They got food, man.
Yeah, they have good food.
His wife, she puts together nice menu.
Mhm.
So you got craft beers and what else?
Yeah, craft beers. We have a huge selection for craft beer because that's what's in demand. That's what everyone's asking for right now. I try to rotate it. I don't like sticking to the same things all the time, but I do have our staples that sell often, like Bentwater, our local brewery just down the street from us. Fiddlehead's a good seller for us, so I keep that year round.
Who makes the decision? You?
I do.
Okay.
I make 99% of the decisions there.
Ooh, you hear that, George?
Yeah. Who's George?
I don't know.
Louis, the owner Louis.
Louis.
George is my second in command.
Now he has to hear this, Pat.
I'll make sure he doesn't listen to this.
You gotta do a sound like beep.
Yeah. Yeah. Who? That's cool. So you decide which beers to stock based on the sales, obviously, right?
Sales,
Seasonal.
recommendations. I take a lot of recommendations from the customers because they're the ones buying it.
That's good.
So if they want buried acorn, I'll find a way to try to get buried acorn. And I also taste beers every so often. I'd say every other week or so, somebody will bring something in for me to sample, and if I like it, I'll bring it in. Sometimes I'll order something specific just for myself, just because I want it, and it's easier for me to get it from where I work.
Yeah, we need to open up a
liquor
rather than
fucking Brews and Banter variety
there you go.
right next door to them.
Brews and Banter liquors.
Yeah, Lickers.
Where's your stripper pole in the middle of your floor? Don't worry about it.
It's for later. It's after hours, like after 5.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
So yeah, I get a lot of. The owner is very good with me. He gives me a lot of free will to do what I want. I've been there for a long time. Been there for 18 years.
He's also profiting from this too. I mean, you're obviously making the right decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I'd like to think I make the right decision. Businesses.
Every time I call you, man, that fucking door never stops beeping.
I know.
I'm like, hey, man, I'll let you go.
Oh, people coming in? Yeah.
My favorite is when they...
He calls me a lot at work.
Yeah.
Is it normal hours for you? Like 8-hour days, 10-hour days, 12-hour days? Like
We're open for 14 hours, so we split it into 2 7-hour
you just
shifts.
have okay.
Yeah.
My favorite is I count how many times he has to tell customers they don't take credit cards. It's cash only, but there's an ATM in the back.
Ooh.
Yeah.
In the span of me talking to him for a few minutes.
Well,
And I just laugh my ass off.
so we'll talk for we don't take any card, nothing, just cash. We
What about food stamps?
no food stamps. No, we don't welcome that.
Can you buy beer with food stamps?
I don't know.
Well, you can't because they don't fucking take it.
No, but in general, like, can you buy?
I don't know.
No.
It's a consumable, so I don't know. I've never heard of anybody buy beer with or alcohol with food stamps legally.
Excuse me.
Legally, I know people who will sell their food stamps for cash.
Oh, really?
Take that and go buy. Yeah,
Future entrepreneurs are there.
every month. Every month.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the government's penny dollar. So
But yeah, we'll talk for like 10 minutes, and I don't know, 5-6 people will come in that span, and they try to pay with the card and say, "I'm sorry, we don't take cards, but we have an ATM." And
tell you,
I know that's gonna get a kick out of him. So every time I tell them we don't take cards, I already start laughing because I know he's gonna start laughing.
They're probably closed, and he's just sitting there. We don't take cards.
that's
He's just saying
That's a good idea. Next
That's a
time.
business, man. Because we should do like BrewsNBanter ATM machines.
So, do you guys own the ATM?
We only
Yeah, that's good. You fucking little shysters, you.
it's
$3 every
where's-
time somebody
$2.
fucks.
From them, but then the bank charges them also. Their own bank. Not your bank, the
right.
customer's bank.
Unless your bank reimburses you.
I don't know how that works.
There's some banks that will reimburse you.
So
Why
wait,
do they charge you at all then if they're going to reimburse you?
you charge them a fee,
Yeah,
and then their bank charges them a fee.
yeah. If you use a if you use a foreign ATM, so a foreign ATM is if you have Bank of America,
I get it.
anything that's not Bank of America.
Got it.
Yeah,
I don't have to go to another country
yeah.
for a foreign ATM.
You got to get some francs.
So yeah, man, that's they're doing good.
We do okay, but we don't have a lot of business, and taking cards, you pay a transaction fee every time.
Mm-hmm.
And for a small town like us, and we're not making millions of dollars a year, so to have to pay the transaction fee for every transaction, that starts cutting into our profits.
Or you have to pass that on to the consumers,
A
right?
lot of people do that now.
Yeah.
Like gas. The cash price is this. The credit card price is this.
Everywhere, even online. Like if I go buy something, they're like, "Oh, it's 3% extra or 3.5% extra."
Yep.
If you use a card, I think if it's debit, they don't charge the percentage. But yeah, like a lot of places pass that percentage now onto the. I used to accept credit cards for my business, and I would eat the fee, but then I was like, "Fuck this! Like, that's a lot of money. That's
Well,
up."
what do you think happens with people that come in, you don't take credit cards, you tell them we don't take. Are they going to the ATM or are they walking out?
Majority of them go to the ATM.
Yeah. So you're not really losing any business anyway.
No,
Yeah.
no. I mean,
Fuck it, just don't deal with it.
Here and there, somebody will leave, or they
Yep.
try to use the ATM, it doesn't work, or they have credit cards, no debit cards, and they'll leave.
Yep.
But
So further breaking that down, is it people leaving that don't want to go to the ATM, they only have a credit card, but they're in a 2-piece bikini? Like, what's that number at?
Percentage wise,
I don't. Just give me a number. I'll fucking lie to me. I don't care. Does it happen a lot? Like, do you get people coming in bathing suits?
yeah, off the beach.
How
all the
about
time.
fat men?
All kinds of people.
all shapes.
Yeah.
Fat,
shapes.
skinny,
Yeah.
2-piece, 1-piece.
The men?
Everyone.
No pieces.
Yeah. This is a loincloth. Like it would really be a towel, but the guy's so big it looks like a hand rag.
What do you guys think of the beer?
Oh, you guys already said it's easy drinking beer for sure.
Yeah, I
it
like
doesn't
it.
taste
I'm
like
surprised it's double IPA.
Yeah.
It's so rich in flavor that you don't feel that strong IPA flavor.
Yeah. No, yeah, there's not a ton of bitterness with this.
No, not at all. That's why it's so easy to drink.
Yeah, the bitterness is right there in the front, but and then it's gone.
Goes away quick,
Yeah.
and the aroma is nice.
But I know he's pretty. We talked to him. People can check that out on Patreon when it gets there. But it's he's very not innovative, but experimental and crafty with what he tries to make. He makes a ton of different shit.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, and I don't know how people can keep that all straight, and how you can make. Some people are known for some things, but some people are known to make a bunch of things. and he's one of those guys.
We've interviewed some brewers who said they'll have people who come in just for that beer, but it doesn't sell as much. It's just that small percentage of consumers, right, that really love that beer, and then he takes it off tap, and they get all fucking pissy about it. And they want to cater to as many people as possible, but you can't accommodate everyone, right? Like, it has to be profitable in order for you to stay in business. So, yeah, it's interesting how brewers would mention which beers are like get those kind of complaints when they take it down.
And it can't be much different for you. I mean, you're not obviously a brewer, but you're going to have people complaining like, "Hey, you had this one beer last week. You don't have it this week anymore." But everybody's in it to make money.
Yeah, that's why I try to rotate, because we don't have the kind of space like a big liquor store does to please everyone and keep their beer in stock. So I try to rotate it to keep as many people happy as I can. And sometimes I'll have something one week, and then like 3 or 4 weeks later, I'll get it again.
Yeah.
But to what you guys were saying about rotating beer and trying to please everyone. So Bentwater, they made a beer that was on tap only. You could only get it in the brewery. It was called Nahan Saison.
Okay.
So
it's only seasonal anyway?
It's a session, but it wasn't seasonal. It was just for the tap room only. And it had the name Nahan in it. And I begged them to can it, because I could sell the shit out of it in our store. Because anything that says Nahan, people buy it, especially if it's beer. And I begged them, the owners, so much, and they wouldn't do it because not enough people liked that beer for them to put up the money, or
and you would be like the
to
only
make it into production.
Right.
Yeah, there's
sell
expense
so much.
involved for sure.
Yeah.
A can and label.
It's a niche beer, so it's like it's only kind of like tailored for that demographic.
Right. Yeah.
But if it tastes good,
It tastes good. To me, it tasted like a Blue Moon. I don't know if you guys had Blue Moon
yeah.
Belgian before.
Yeah.
That's what it tasted like. It was a saison, so it was low on alcohol. You could easily drink like a 6-pack, but
but what a great beach beer, right? Low alcohol and something.
low
that's
alcohol.
Like,
That's what a lot of people buy when they go to the beach.
Maybe a little fruity hint there, with the flavor.
That's a good idea right there. Can you get like kegs from them and just have a tap in your store?
Yeah, can you sell draft?
No, I don't think our license will allow that.
Well, then you're gonna have open container walk around.
Right.
So I don't know what that law is.
No, so we're an off-premise license. So you
Well, but so people can still, they just can't drink on your premises, but can they buy it and drink it just outside your fucking property line?
they can do whatever they want once they step outside.
Yeah. So why
No,
can't you
but I
sell
think
draft then?
it would be nice that like you get growlers and then just fill up growlers and then go to the
I think
beach.
a taps are on premise.
Consumption.
Yeah,
I see.
you need an on-premise license.
But
for
what
a
if you
tap.
seal the container?
You dispense it out of a tap.
Yeah, you're pouring. You're dispensing it on premise.
But you guys also do what? Hard liquor too?
Hard
So everything,
liquor,
right? Beer, wine.
beer, wine, hard
As
liquor.
opposed to soft liquor, is there a thing like they call it hard liquor? Like what does that mean?
Beer is soft, like you.
That's not liquor. Well, I'm supple.
Why-
I'm not
why-
soft. I'm supple.
Wine is soft.
Is that what it's called?
It's usually like 12%, 13%. Hard liquor is like 40%.
But beer is like this is 8.5. What do you call this? Like
Pussy beer.
baby,
Pussy.
baby,
Soft,
soft.
extra soft,
Soft.
soft, soft.
You got to watch that show, man. Tacoma FD.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Did you
Which one is
finish-
that on?
You finished it?
That's on Netflix.
Okay.
That's soft.
So it's by the guys who did Super Troopers. I don't know if
Okay,
you
yeah.
watched Super
Meow.
Troopers. Yeah. Meow.
That's all you have to say.
I love that shit.
That was a good show. I never finished that show.
I missed the midterm to watch that movie
Dedication.
when I was in high school.
We so we do this. So Vove was part of our podcast with friends kind
Episode?
of
Yeah.
series segment, whatever we want to call it. And at some point we'll have my brothers on or something like that. But I mean, you guys. So we've got to call it something different because he's more than a friend because he's your brother. Mm-hmm. So maybe
But
like
he's your friend.
he's my new friend.
Right. So it's podcast with friends.
But he could be podcast with bro friends. And
Like
instead of
if-
boyfriends, he'd be bro friend.
If you and I were related and our sibling was here, then it wouldn't be podcast with friends.
It'd be podcast with family.
Right. But to you, he's a friend. So it's still podcast with
But
friends.
why are we saying friends? Because that's more than one person. There's only one friend here. It'd be podcast with friend.
So if he can say podcast with friends, but what would you have to say?
Podcast with twinsy.
I would say, welcome, bro.
Podcast with bros.
Bro friends.
Bros.
I'm saying
He said
friends.
bros. He didn't say bro.
friends. Bro friends. Instead of boyfriends, you're bro friends. Because I'm sure you guys have seen each other naked somewhere along the way, growing up or last week. I don't fucking know.
I don't think so.
You wouldn't admit
Last
to it. But
week.
I don't know. Well, you guys like weren't romping around and fucking
I don't know,
frolicking in a kiddie pool
maybe
when you were younger. Or something?
Frolicking.
Like,
My mom maybe was giving him a bath, and I was a little kid walking by.
Where we grew up, we didn't have pools.
no.
We had a pond, right?
We have
We had a
lakes.
pond and lakes, yeah.
So I was listening to. Did I tell you about this Lance Mannion, the Real Bad radio show we were talking about before? He was talking about Jeff Goldblum. He says he's the latest celebrity to not leave his money to his kids.
Oh, I heard that.
You know, and do you listen to the episode or you listen to Jeff Goldblum?
I started listening to the episode.
Yeah, so he's like, you know, whatever his reasoning is, he's like, but Jeff Goldblum's like, you know, I want to leave the place, the world, a better place than it was when I got here. And he's like, well, let's talk about this. He's like, so you came out of your mom's vagina, you're bloody, and she shit all over you. So like, that's how you found the world. It's already a better place now.
And he was saying, like, how about, like, you teach your kids how to be a good person and just fucking give them some of the money,
Yeah.
but you don't have to, like, give them everything.
Right.
But still, it's like, it's fucked up. Like, if you raise them right, they'll be good people. It doesn't mean that if you give them the money
Right.
that they're going to be.
I'd milestone it. Like, all right, you got to get your college
Yeah,
degree.
you
Here's
can set that
here's
up.
10 million, or if you get a PhD, here's 15 million. Or,
Yeah.
you know, your kids. Like, I'd give a lot of money to my grandkids because they're their fucking fault, whatever their parents did, you know, or their grandparents. So like,
If I was a millionaire, I would still have my son go to work, get a job, learn responsibilities, pay for a car. Like, I'll help him with the car, but he needs to contribute. He has to pay for gas and insurance and things like that.
we got to teach them not to be an asshole. Like, everybody's like
Right.
inherently
Right.
probably gonna be an asshole when you're just giving
But
shit.
if you just
Yeah.
giving shit, you're gonna look at everyone else like they're less than you.
Well, they need to learn to pass that down to their kids and their grandkids. But you guys want to know a fun fact about Jeff Goldblum?
Let's do it.
He's been to Nahant before.
Has he?
Yeah,
Why?
several years ago.
Has he been to your store?
No,
Oh,
no.
then he wasn't.
he's
Only 1 square mile. He probably fucking pissed next to him.
he was is. He's married to the cousin of somebody who lives in Nahant, or second cousin of someone who lives in Nahant. So he was in Nahant
yeah.
for 2 or 3 days.
He needs to stop by Seaside,
But
Seaside Variety.
you know who has been to Seaside?
Who?
Dustin Pedroia.
Oh, from the Red Sox. Yeah,
Yeah, second baseman for the Red Sox.
he's about like 4'10".
He's tiny. Yeah, yeah.
How did you see him?
What's that?
How did you notice him?
I knew who he was.
He overlooked
me,
him.
sir.
He overlooked him. He's like, I'm gonna have to have your ID for that fucking candy bar.
I knew who he was. They had a day off, so his uncle, I think, lives in Nahant, or some family member lives in Nahant. So on his day off, he came down to the beach and he was bombarded with
Yeah.
Oh, that's a mistake.
everyone. And I remember when I was in college, I went to school with this girl who lived in Everett, which is like 35 minutes away from Nahant. Out of the blue, she shows up at the store asking for a pen because Dustin Pedroia is on the beach, and somehow she found out. So she's there to get an autograph. And next thing I know, I look out the window and he's leaving the beach because people are like
Yeah.
chasing him for an autograph.
That's disrespectful.
On his day off, leave the guy alone. Like,
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's tough.
Say
because-
hi. And,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, when you're that way, you're an actor or someone famous, politician, whatever the fuck you want to be, an athlete. Like, you got to kind of expect you're going to get bombarded, but it's not necessarily on them. You know, people. Again, you teach your kids not to be assholes. Don't be assholes, people. Like the guy's being that. Like, he's going to get asked. Someone's going to ask him something. Can I get a picture? Can I get a? But like, you know, you're going to form a line and have a fucking mob for this fucking guy who's just trying to sit in the fucking sand.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know.
I was at the bachelor party in Boston, and we were at the steakhouse downtown Boston. I forgot the name of it. We sat right next to David Ortiz.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't walk out because I feel embarrassed sometimes, like bothering people randomly like that. But it was cool. It was like fucking right there. Like if I went like this, it's fucking tap him on the shoulder.
I got to meet David Ortiz one time. He came to our high school.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I wear sometimes Red Sox hat when I go to my friend's house who are Yankee fans, just to piss them off.
We're already there. I'm just sitting here. I'm like, I can feel myself getting warmer because I'm a Yankees fan. Like I like Dustin Pedroia's tenacity, but fuck everything else. Red Sox. So if you want to fight, we'll fucking fight right now.
I'm not a Red Sox fan.
Easy, you got fucking family.
I'll fucking pin you right up against that wall.
I'm not a Red Sox fan, so I don't care.
Okay. All right, good. We're cool.
Okay. I don't like the Yankees either, though.
Let's take it back.
Okay.
We're not cool anymore. We just undid it. Roman is a Red Sox fan.
I'm not even a fan. I don't give a shit. I really don't.
I'm a fan.
I'm a
and
fan
I hate
of-
New England. Actually, I thought I hated Tom Brady, but I realized I just hated Bill Belichick. Now he's gone, and Brady was gone, so now they got some
They're all gone.
mayonnaise
Now
guy.
they're doing
I
roasts.
think it's mayonnaise. Mayo, I think it's the head coach name.
Mayonnaise.
I think it's Mayo is his new name. Yeah, so he's there. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that roast, I guess everybody said was great with Tom Brady. But I didn't
haven't
watch
seen
it.
Yeah, it's
was
pretty
good.
funny. Yeah.
And then,
Naming
Some stupid moments and like
flatten the football came up.
the
deflating,
Deflategate came out. Yeah.
Sticky hands.
No sticky hands. Spygate came up. Yeah, some funny jokes. Really funny jokes.
those roasts are great, but
Nikki Glazer, she killed it. I thought she had one of the funniest.
she's like in all of the roasts. Like, I mean, why would you not include her?
Yeah, she was awesome.
Nikki
She had some
Glazer should be on
great
our
jokes.
podcast. Have her fucking come to the hunt and buy some draft beer that she can't get with a condom that's got a hole in it, and then come to fucking BrewsNBanter.
Then get in the car, drive 5.5 hours.
We'll drive to her. Wherever she wants us to be, we'll be. Because she's really fucking funny.
All right, we'll pick you up.
She's super dirty and super naughty. It's just funnier than shit. You
Yeah,
know?
she was hilarious.
Yeah. It's so people were bitching that it might have been on The View because you two probably like that fucking show.
What's the view?
Good. Okay, we'll take it back.
Okay.
Now we're on. We're not off. We're on now. But they were complaining
That's
because
temporary.
people were like, they were making jokes about Tom Brady's ex-wife, and he like, I guess, accepted or kind of let it happen. Or however the fuck. I mean, what are you gonna do? It's his ex-wife, you know. But and I'm not even sure because the half of brain cell I spent listening on this, I just fucking gave up on, and now they can have it, and I don't fucking care to follow it anymore. But these fucking people, they get so upset about things.
At least Tom Brady didn't go up there and slap the guy.
Yeah, he didn't fucking Will Smith him.
he did complain about one joke. Jeff Ross made some sort of
Jeff Ross, he's on those things too. With
well,
Nikki Glazer.
he's the roast king or whatever they call
What
him.
did he say?
He made some sort of joke about getting a massage or something.
Because Bob Kraft?
Robert Kraft, yeah.
Rob Kraft.
He got caught in a sting or something like that about getting a happy ending at a massage place in Florida or something like that. So,
Why is he mad about that?
I don't know. Brady thinks of Robert Kraft as like his dad.
No.
Okay, well, your dad got a
So what?
fucking
Your
hands.
dad gotta, yeah.
Fuck.
Leave the guy alone. Fuck.
His real dad probably got the same thing.
Yeah.
He's just
Probably still did. So speaking of Will Smith, how do you find Will Smith in the snow?
I don't know.
You look for the Fresh Prince.
good one.
Oh, these are stupid jokes that you tell to a fucking 6-year-old. But we get it.
We still laugh at him.
I like dad jokes. My son, and who's 12, by the way, and my wife always bust my balls about dad jokes. They're like, "Oh, your jokes are funny," you know. I'm like, "Well, I find it funny."
Can you mention your son's when he went to that one party and he got in the car? Can you talk about it or no? When he said he's
they were going to a zoo with a bunch of girls, and he gets in the car. He's like,
was there another guy in the car?
"Yeah," and he was like, "Hey." I'm not gonna say the kid's name. I brought another sausage to a party. I was like, what the fuck?
As a 12-year-old, I'm adding another sausage to the party. Good for him.
Man, or when he accidentally texted
My wife, yeah.
wife.
Yeah, what did he say?
Oh, I think you told me about.
She sent him her phone number because she dropped him off.
Yeah.
And then
This is Eclipse Day.
yeah. And then she's like, text me so I know you got my number. And he wrote, "Ho."
Yeah. Yeah, like he sent it before finishing or something like that.
He just rushes when you text. He doesn't check his spelling. He goes, Pop, I'm so sorry. I and O are next to each other. I meant to say hi.
So he texted my wife and said, "Ho, H-O."
Oh my gosh. I was like, he showed it to me. I'm laughing, go, ha, I'm so sorry. Ha, 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 I'm so sorry.
No, my wife she was laughing.
Oh my gosh.
She didn't care.
It's funny.
Man, kids are funny. Can I take a break really quick? I need a refill.
Yeah, you can take a break. You don't have to ask
You
permission.
guys want beer?
Yeah,
Well, I want to make sure he didn't have something to say before we stop.
but if you take a break, he can still say that after the break.
I will.
Well, if he's in the middle of his thought, I didn't want to interrupt him. Why you gotta be a dick?
Are you talking to me or him?
Trying to be
Are you
nice.
talking to me or him?
You.
Then he can still hold his thought. If his thought's in his
Yeah, but
head,
sometimes,
he can
like,
push
people
pause
can-
on a thought.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Who does that?
I can store multiple thoughts.
Yeah, see?
Hey, whose side are you on?
He's like a fucking cell phone, man. He could do
I
it.
don't have a side here.
Yeah.
I'm just a guest.
You're in the middle.
He's not
I'm
hot
a
strong, bitch. Bam.
I'm a guest.
Bam.
That's 2 fist bumps now.
We're too positive.
There's 3, but we took one away.
So we did a fist bump and then we took it away. Then we did a fist bump. Now we're 2 up on the fist bumps.
Okay,
So
congratulations.
the fist bump counted plus
You
2.
want one?
No, fuck off.
Oh, fuck. I'll give
All
you
right,
a third.
assholes. All right, taking a break and I'll be back in a minute. All right, we're back. We forgot to grade the first beer.
We didn't forget. We just didn't remember.
Oh, sorry. That's a big difference. Yeah.
As a double IPA, I like it. It's a 4 for me because you don't really taste that alcohol and there's not that bitterness. It's a lot different than some of these other ones we have. So that's what I give it.
I'm giving it 4.5 because they give credit to
Ooh. Oh,
the
yeah.
artist.
Oh, you're big on that.
Wait, so you're only.
Big on the credit.
That's right. So you would have been at a 4 because
Yeah.
you give a half point for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? Will?
I don't give credit for artwork, but I'd give it a 4.2.
Okay.
It was good. Went down easy. I could definitely see myself drinking like 3-4 of those.
You just described Roman. It's good. Goes down easy and drink 4 or 5 of them.
Of what?
Drink it right from the tap, the skin tap.
Yeah. Skin flute.
Yeah, you're gonna leave the. Never mind. I'm not gonna get it.
Okay, yeah.
Let's have this. We've had this before, but I can't. Is this Lexington?
What does it say?
I don't know. I can't. This is like. I mean, why is the print so fucking small and everything?
Kentucky Irish Red Ale, aged in bourbon barrel.
Yeah, but who's the company? I think it's Lexington.
Lexington Brewing and
Yeah.
Distilling Company.
Okay, good.
When did you get this?
Oh, I just bought this maybe
Why?
3-4
Did
weeks ago.
Is it expired?
It looks like it's expired.
Why?
How
do
can you
know?
look? How can you tell?
Or it's bottled on
The fuck are you talking about?
2023.
No fucking way.
December 14th.
That's when it was bottled.
Well, I just bought it a couple weeks ago from Wegmans.
Yeah, it's bottled.
Oh,
So
that's
good.
okay. Fuck, you got me all.
Yeah.
My balls were shriveled
Come
up.
on.
So it's not expired. This one was bought.
No,
bottled.
yeah, it's not expired.
Fuck, let's pull out the tits. Bing, bing,
Well, everyone,
Let's pull out the tits.
show me your boobies.
every brand has different ways of doing their bottled on or expiration or
Yeah.
freshness date and all that.
Yeah. So I mean, this isn't no fucking seaside variety shit. This. Oh, look at that. Look at it.
Oh,
It's got more hair than Roman.
Oh, hurry up. Fuck. You guys are a mess.
What happened? Why is it doing that?
I don't know.
it's expired.
It's expired. Mine didn't do it.
Roman took it out of the fucking. He shook it out of the
I
beer
know how to
vault.
fucking open my beer.
No,
Amateurs.
because your beer needs a blue pill to do this.
Apparently it didn't.
We've got to schedule our next pound round
Yeah,
because our ring is still available.
it is. Hey, can this fit on here? No.
What happened? I thought you poured a beer. How'd you get more to go pour in there?
What?
I thought you poured it.
I did pour it.
So would you just pour it super slow so it didn't do that out of the glass or the bottle?
What?
Like ours was over foam in the bottle. Like, did you pour a little bit out so yours couldn't foam over the
You
top
know
of
what?
it? He cheated.
He took them out of the beer vault, so he shook ours.
Yeah, fuck him. +4. bitch.
You know what? If you guys start funneling each other on the table, I won't be surprised.
I'm not doing that again.
Funneling or fondling?
That's what I said. Cheers. Cheers.
Yes.
Cheers.
And thanks for joining us again. So how far away are we? 5 hours? 6 hours from you? From door to door?
5.5 to 6.
Yeah.
Depending on how many stops you make. 2 stops, about 6 hours.
2 stops for what? Like pee breaks and shit?
Rest stops.
Yeah. What? So you had someone else. You
Pee
said
break and shit.
you had some. You had someone else. We didn't let him finish who the second famous person was that went to Seaside.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Will.
That's right. So Pedroia was the first one. The second. Pedroia was the first one. You guys remember Dante from Big Daddy?
The with Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
Wasn't he wearing like Syracuse clothing in that?
Yeah. He's like really tan.
Yeah.
He's been to the store. I got
So,
to
what's
chat
his
with him
character?
for like a minute.
So when you're talking about famous people and you mention him,
What?
He's more famous than you.
Ooh, take away.
He's been
Take one away.
+3.
he's been in multiple movies. I'd say that's famous enough.
Yeah, I think.
You find him in every Adam Sandler movie.
Well, but you also found Rob Schneider and that other guy who can't. The guy from Waterboy's like,
We'll call them all famous.
yeah. Okay, so you're right. It's okay. I just don't know who this guy is.
Dante? Yes, you
Yeah.
do. You said he wore the Syracuse shirt.
No, I thought Adam Sandler wore the Syracuse shirt.
Oh, you guys fucking suck.
Jesus.
Whatever. Dante from Big
Okay.
Daddy.
There you go.
He's been to the store too.
On more important notes.
Another joke?
No, this is serious. Do you guys know May is Mental Health Month?
Yes, we talked about it last year.
Yeah.
Because there's no men's mental health month. But there is women's mental health month,
Yeah.
too.
Well, this is Mental Health Month.
But we don't have our own fucking month.
So, as I was saying,
Is it
I wrote
prostate cancer month? November.
Is it?
No shave November. For
Well, that's because they don't want you. And there's also no nut November, so it's all fucking related. You don't shave your balls. You can't ejaculate because your prostate's swollen.
man, whoever shaves their balls, good for you. I'd be too afraid to bring fucking. You use a razor blade on your balls?
Yeah.
It's a Manscaped.
Yeah.
I just use a trimmer.
Well, like we're fucking plugged into the outlet, like you fucking zap
No
it.
fucking pull start.
Like your trimmer's probably got a clutch. You got so much fucking hair. It's like it's like
Choke. I got to choke on this.
yeah, you're choking something, and then you use a hedge trimmer. No, I use a razor, man.
Wait, like razor? Like
Yeah,
close shave?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
Man,
you fucking stretch it out like Batman. You get all fucking flat and shit, like
he did this.
bat wings. You stretch it out, it's all like,
Okay, you stretch
my
it
nuts
out.
are pretty pliable. Like my ball skin, like you got to get rid of the hair.
I don't know, man.
Maybe it's because you're older than us.
No, I think it's because you guys are your fucking follicles are like fucking quarter-inch thick each.
maybe.
Each fucking hair, man.
We're not to the stretchy.
I could light a match on your fucking cheek,
We
buddy.
need a fucking Gillette 7.
And you got fucking Tinder on yours. Like if we like you, this is a survival situation. I can strike the match and I can light your fucking beard to start the fire.
No. We can just shave your balls and use that.
It's already shaved. I'll teabag you, and then
How's that part of survival? I don't understand.
you gotta make tea, right?
Stupid.
No,
you
no,
don't make tea when you're trying to survive.
they do. They put like pine in the fucking water,
No,
so it's like
it's terrible.
no. Have you done it?
No.
No, not until you try it. Let me
No.
teabag you
Okay.
Maybe another episode. when I'm not here.
when you're not here,
Yeah.
Reserve that when you're stuck on the island.
or is it a peninsula?
So May is mental health.
May is mental health, and I wrote something that I
This is very weird. Like we're talking about mental health, and we just had the whole fucking conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, now I'm fucking mentally damaged. Okay, so Mental Health Month this May. It's time to dedicate to fostering understanding, compassion, and empowering for individual navigating their mental health journeys. Let's embrace the opportunity to celebrate the resilience of those who bravely face their challenges every day, while also encouraging open dialogue about mental wellness. Remember, self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. Together, let's spread hope and support, reminding everyone that they're never alone on their path to healing.
Agreed.
I think that that was my message for the for that month.
Yeah, so it's applicable, obviously, to everybody.
You know, I see some people post stuff on social media, and I think they're just expressing what they're going through. I've never met them. I mean, we follow each other, but sometimes I feel like, you know, hey, you're not alone.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, like,
Well, it's good for anybody, but like especially you think about like the armed forces, you know,
yeah,
people that. I mean, we send $96 billion to fucking Ukraine, and who knows how that's accounted for? Like, I mean, how much is, you know, our president splitting with their president? Because there's no audit the Fed. There's none of this bullshit. I don't know if you.
You mean for like the VA hospitals?
Well, I'm saying we send all that, but why can't they take care of shit back home?
Yeah,
Like, give some of that money and help these people.
Well, there's a foundation for that. What is it? 22 soldiers take their lives every day or something. I remember doing a fund for that.
But I see. So sorry, Vova. I'm not sure how much you're involved in this or no. But I see these. Oh fuck! I forget what's called the one new ad with it's something Freedom, I think. Towers for Freedom with Mark Wahlberg, and there's been some other, like Dennis Quaid, like where they go and they pay off homes for people who have lost a spouse.
Oh, I've heard that.
Yeah.
Who's
I think it's Freedom Towers or something. Maybe.
Yeah, who is doing this?
It's a gentleman whose brother, I believe, died in 9/11 in one of the towers. But Mark Wahlberg kind of endorses them, and Dennis Quaid. But I don't really know. Again, we don't really plan these things out, so I can't remember what the name is. I didn't write it down, but I think it's Freedom Towers or Towers for Freedom.
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
So I like that stuff, but it's just it's unfortunate that we can just basically as a country fucking print whatever money we want, and we're printing it and sending it somewhere else.
I was right. It was 22 veterans. So although national tracking of veterans' suicide rates is unreliable at best, the VA estimates that 22 veterans commit suicide each day.
Yeah.
This means approximately 8,030 veterans kill themselves every year, more than 5,540 of whom are 50 or older.
Yeah.
So we need to concentrate on helping them out.
Mm-hmm. So can you look at is it Towers for Freedom?
I think that sounds right because I hear that ad sometimes.
I mean, and it's just, I mean, that's one I think that's geared towards the armed forces, but there's a lot of programs in place. Like, I mean, for me, I'm not in law enforcement, but you imagine the shit they see. I mean, it's they're different areas of responsibility between the military and armed forces, or the police force. But I don't know how I'd be able to deal with some of these things that police officers see when you go to a crime scene, or like a child, like a deceased child. You know what that's got to fucking do to you?
Yeah, and I don't know how much money goes into helping our veterans or police officers and helping them cope with the things they've seen, or but just to think that they send out, like you said, $96 billion or whatever the number.
Well, that's
is.
just the recent one. Like,
right.
Yeah,
it's in the billions.
Yeah,
it's over 100.
Yeah, to a country that into a war that we shouldn't be involved in.
That's right. Well,
we should
assist, but maybe like.
Well,
but
go ahead. Sorry.
Like a fraction of that money should be spent on our armed forces and like you said, to help them deal with their mental health, because 22 people a day, 22 veterans a day is a lot to be losing when we're sending billions of dollars to this unnecessary war.
Yeah, it's one thing if you want to. I understand the need maybe for our involvement in this war. However, I don't know if the money that's going out is properly accounted for.
No, it's definitely not.
And some of it, I feel like, is a way to give them the money so they can buy the weapons from us. So it's like a way of we're using this war, I feel like, to funnel the money back.
I don't necessarily have a problem with that if they're using it to buy from us and we're getting. I have a bigger issue if you just here take it and do what the fuck you want with it.
No, like we're giving them the money, then they're using that money we gave them to buy it from our defense contracts.
What's the problem with that?
Well, I think
It's instead of giving money directly to not make it look dirty, you funneling money.
But at least
through.
we're getting something back for it because there's
You're
a lot
not
of things.
getting it. You're not getting the money.
I'm not getting fuck all. You're right.
No,
I'm
the
not getting
companies
shit.
who are making the weapons are getting the money.
But it's American revenue.
Yeah, but they're profiting off of a war.
Everybody, we profit off of war when we go to war.
I understand, but in order to profit off,
First of all, it's not a war. It's a special military fucking thing he's calling it. It's a special military operation. For some reason, Putin can't classify that as a war.
okay. Well,
I don't know what the fuck he does.
However you want to classify it.
I don't
okay?
want to classify it. Putin does.
Okay. So,
You
anyways,
guys got the same haircut.
Huh?
You and Putin got the same haircut.
No, he's got hair. I don't. Anyways, what I was saying is, I understand need of support, but I don't understand why so much money and why such lack of accountability, and why we can't concentrate on the problems we're having at home,
That's right.
like veterans taking their lives every day.
And well, the only reason we're involved over there is to stop Putin from going further. You know, because they say once he does that, if he conquers Ukraine or whatever, then he's going to go to Poland. And then it's a NATO thing, but I don't really understand. He can't even fucking win in Ukraine right now. How is he going to attack a NATO country? You know, but either way, that's kind of why we're there, and we're the world's police unnecessarily. I don't know why we are, but that's kind of where we're at, and that's why we're not in government.
do we know, is NATO helping Ukraine, or are they helping and we just don't know because we don't hear it? It's not.
Well,
in the
there's
news.
some NATO countries that contribute, like they help, but they're not. There's no troops on the ground.
Yeah, and
I'm talking like financial. Like we
Other
hear
countries are also yes. Other countries also, Germany, France. France wants to fucking go crazy, boots on the ground.
but how much? Because we don't. Sorry to interrupt.
I don't know.
We don't hear.
I know. I don't know.
Like I could see some neighboring NATO countries to Russia, to Ukraine and Russia helping support. But any non-neighboring country, like how much are they supporting? Because it doesn't directly impact them. They're not on the border. Like, what was it? I think Finland and
Sweden.
And Sweden.
they joined NATO.
Right. And they were expedited into NATO, and I think Ukraine wanted to, and they weren't expedited into NATO. I don't understand
That's
that.
correct. Yeah. So
Well, I think part of the fight is because Putin does not want Ukraine joining NATO.
From what I understand and what I read in newspapers, he didn't want any neighboring countries to Russia joining NATO.
Right.
But
So
Sweden and Finland joined.
his reaction to that is, so if you're a country leader and foreign powers are encroaching onto your land, you get defensive, right?
well, he's a hypocrite and he's a bully.
Yeah,
Because
big
he
time.
doesn't want people to do it because he wants to take him over.
Well, so
That's
that's
really a fucking problem.
that's the next question.
Right.
Is he fighting this because he's worried of invasion of Russia, or is he fighting this because he doesn't want to lose opportunity to expand
That's
further?
right. His
That's the
whole
question.
goal has been everything I've
Did
read.
he say this?
Yeah, everything. Well, so he has said something. You watch the Tucker Carlson interview.
I have not actually.
I mean, if you do, he's talking about how NATO was established and there was all these kind of parameters in place that nobody would join that's close to Russia. Whatever fuck that whole thing was, right? But now it's coming out that and it's so Russia is all what is that when you media controlled? It's all controlled by the government. You know what?
Propaganda.
Yeah, but
Communist country.
but it's all controlled by their government. So like shits that release is got to be approved by the government. So now everybody's saying that his goal and other people sharing that goal is that they want to get back the Russian Federation that they had lost over, hundreds or even thousands of years. So like
So how far
Poland,
would
all
they
these,
go?
they want Alaska back. Like they floated Alaska.
He said that he wants Alaska back.
He has not said that, but these people that are controlled by his government have said that that's what's happening, and then he'll like deny it. But who knows what kind of fucking talks these guys have? I mean, they're fucked up. They're all fucked up.
Yeah.
But that type of shit. Like he wants to get back everything that was Russia at some point.
Well-
like at some point, like maybe it was fucking 600 billion years ago. He wants this little fucking archipelago in fucking the Bahamas. It was Russia. I don't fucking know.
Well, at some point, all of our continents were connected together.
Right. So he probably world domination. He's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
And we talked about it. He physically looks like a penis. His head looks like a fucking penis.
You think he's jealous that he can't join NATO?
I don't think he wants to.
No, I don't think he's jealous.
Well, he probably won't be allowed.
No,
He's
I
never
don't
gonna be
even think
allowed.
he. Yeah. If anything, he'll get in bed with like North Korea and China.
Well, Belarus, all these people, like they're
He's already in bed with Belarus.
yeah, exactly. And so he's just a fucking nut job. Like, what's he like? Early 70s, mid 70s. He's going to be in power for until 2035 or some bullshit because he rigged that fucking election. Like, what the fuck is your problem? Just fucking get the money out of all the people that you're getting it out of and just fucking live away.
Every election is rigged with him because if you run against him, he'll kill you
That's right. And he's never had a debate.
or attempt to kill you.
He's the only one that never had to have a debate.
I like how his election results were 80-20.
Yeah, but even that, like,
Bullshit. He just made up the number.
it could be he lost 80-20 and he's going to fucking say he won 80-20 because
No,
he controls the fucking thing.
What was the point of even putting that 20%? Like, come on.
to make it seem that somebody actually ran against him.
No, it's just a messy situation. It's just shitty, but like nobody wants to even invade Russia. So I don't know why he's being so defensive.
Right.
Like nobody wants to go there. First of all, what the fuck do you have to offer? Natural gas?
And I don't think NATO would ever want to. Why would NATO ever want to invade Russia?
Well, it's not even NATO. It's anybody. Nobody wants to invade Russia.
Right, but his thing is going after Ukraine is because Ukraine wanted to join NATO. Like, what is he?
Right.
It's not like NATO's going to get all these surrounding countries to Russia and then all of a sudden invade Russia.
But there's just
There's no need and there's no point
right.
for NATO.
There's no benefit. Like, why would you exactly? But he's just
It all started with him invading Crimea.
Yep, Crimea. Yeah, but he's just a paranoid fuck, and like all these like I think their GDP, the gross domestic product. I think like 25% of it was military driven, which is a record for them, I guess, because they're trying to bolster their military. But like, I just don't get it. I mean, it's just stupid, and like one stupid move by one stupid person is going to end up in a stupid World War III. Because everybody's going to jump in.
Yeah.
While we're talking about these countries, I came across this topic. Apple helps China with suppressing communications by pulling apps down like WhatsApp, Telegram, and Signal. Did you know about this?
No, but I say the thing about Signal the other day, it's not their fucking leader there, that woman. Mm-hmm. It's not as encrypted as people think it is.
Yeah, well, I'm going to keep an eye on that because I do have a backup app to use if that becomes true. But there's still security
You Signal?
in places.
I do, yeah. But I read something. You mentioned Telegram to me one time.
No, Telegram shit.
Well, one time you mentioned Telegram was good.
No, I never said that.
A long time ago.
That was
Not on record.
that was maybe our other brother.
That was
I
a
would
private
never.
phone call.
I would never say that. No way. I know Telegram is shit. So
I guess
protesters.
I won't say what I was going to.
He's
protesters.
suppressing you right now.
Protesters say Apple has kept tools that help circumvent censorship in China off its apps store inside the country. Now it has to contend with pressure from Chinese citizens who aren't happy about it. So basically, Chinese government told them fucking remove all the apps that people can use to communicate from outside world and fucking.
But that doesn't pertain to TikTok in the U.S. apparently. When it's good for China, it's good for everybody apparently.
Well, no, TikTok in China is different, and it's called
But
different.
TikTok in the U.S. is not.
Right, but I'm talking about Apple taking down apps that could help Chinese citizens communicate anything outside of
Right,
China
right.
that China cannot control.
Yep.
So Apple is like, sure, we'll take them down for you. Like,
Yep.
you're helping, like a communist country that just so I don't know, evil with their people. I don't understand this whole like social score, like that shit is now getting into our country.
Yeah.
Like if you said something that a bank say doesn't agree with you, and fucking they're like, oh well, you said this on the internet, so we're not going to give you credit.
Right.
Like what the fuck?
Were you in the military at all?
No.
Okay, so your older brother, Slava, was.
Yeah.
So my older brother too.
No, his older brother. And maybe your younger brother?
My older brother too.
He's the youngest.
Oh, you're the youngest?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're talking about two different older brothers. I couldn't.
I have a feeling his brother is the same as my brother.
I don't know. You guys are like fucking gremlins. Just fucking multiply. I don't fucking know. You're like
Yeah.
the hair on your face. Just fucking ping, ping. It just pops
Every
up
time
everywhere.
I drink beer, and just like I get more brothers.
Yeah. Yeah, so you are right. But I know.
What were you gonna
that-
say?
I don't know.
My older brother
No, I was just going to say about.
was in the military.
No, not your older brother. Both your older brothers.
Okay.
So your older brother and his other older brother, because apparently his
Get
brother
to
that's
the
older is younger than you, right?
What? No.
Yeah.
What?
You've got him and you got Slava's the oldest,
Yes.
and then you.
Yes.
All right, so his older brother is your next brother that's older than him, but he's not older than you. So it's
Right.
not your older brother.
Not
It'd be your younger brother.
Yeah, not the oldest. Right.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
All right, get to the point. What are you saying?
We
I
have
don't
the
even
same
know what the-
brothers.
Yeah, but you're the youngest. So there's two brothers that were in, but not both brothers are older than him. Only one is. So it can't be his older brothers. It's only his older brother because
Yes.
he's also got a younger brother.
But we're talking about our brother who was in the military,
You said military.
which is
Only one.
our older brother because he's
No,
older.
not our
No,
older
no.
brother.
Your oldest.
older. Yeah.
Your oldest, my older.
You know what? This I'm
He's
getting.
also my
I'm doing
older
myself.
brother. He's also my older
All
brother.
right, fuck off. What were you going to say?
I don't even fucking know now. They deserve the help they need from our government. How about that? And dealing with you two fucks. Like
Who needs help?
his two older brothers and your older and younger brother.
Need help?
Yeah. Instead of the 96 billion going to fucking Ukraine.
Okay.
Wow, that's tough.
I
I
don't-
really feel
I
like
don't know
someone
where you
kicked
were
me in the
going
nuts
with
right now. I feel like that's a fetish, by the way. You ever see those videos? I'm serious.
What's fetish?
Oh, you fucking like girls wear heels and like they take your
kick you in the
balls,
balls.
and they fucking punch them.
What
they-
the
Yeah.
fuck?
You.
Huh?
They kick you in the balls.
Yeah, but they also like they hold them, they squeeze your beanbag, and they fucking punch them.
I never heard about that.
Stop doing that. It hurts every time you do it.
Or they do it with heels. They'll step on your fucking erect dick and just fucking squish your balls.
I've heard of that. I've heard of kicking in the balls.
Come
I've
the
never
f-
heard of
wait.
a punching.
No, it's punching. I'll show you.
Hold on a second.
I'm gonna look
A
up ball punching.
fetish is a girl.
Footish. Did you hear about footish?
Can you please explain to me? They put their heels on,
I think
grab
it's
your
to-
balls,
High heels.
Inflict pain.
grab your balls and punch it.
I don't know about
No, no, no,
grabbing
no,
and punching.
no.
I've never
That's
heard
what
of that.
you just said.
Okay, there's two
I
different
never
things.
heard of that.
There's two different things.
You said they put heels on, grab your balls, and then they punch it.
Would you like to be my new podcast host? Because we're still taking.
I told him I wanted to apply. He told me applications were closed.
No, I gave him fucking fake government page.
No, there's one fetish where I mean, there's a lot of fetishes, but there's a girl or maybe a guy, I don't fucking know what you're into, will squeeze your ball bag just below your shaft and fucking punch it. That's one. But there's also one where girls will just kick you in the nuts with their fucking high heels on. Yeah, it's fucking weird. Look it up on this fucking thing.
No, I don't want
Like, wait.
algorithms fucking.
You know, Telegram works great.
It's all right. It probably our phones heard it.
My shit's all blocked, dude.
Oh, okay.
No, it's a weird thing, but like I don't know why that's pleasurable to anybody.
And you said you said they step on your balls?
They kick you, they step on you, everything.
Why would some guy want that? I don't understand. Whatever.
With you.
Whatever.
This is fucking hot shit.
There's a lot of whys.
It's not. There's a lot of whys. I wanted to mention about we talked about electric cars recently.
Yeah, did I tell you about the batteries on those? Did I mention that?
What do you mean?
It takes 10,000 cell phone batteries worth of lithium to power one EV vehicle.
Well, I think size of the battery depends on. I think that's a lot of calculations.
So size matters?
Size does matter, actually. The wider, the better, I heard. So I think the battery size depends on the vehicle size, the weight of the vehicle, and the range that you want.
Yeah, I don't know what that criteria was, but it was something I read.
Okay, because just using cell phone batteries and say how many cell phone batteries.
No. Cell phone batteries worth of lithium. Like however much lithium is in here, it takes 10,000 times that amount of lithium to power an electric vehicle. But I don't know, again, what size vehicle that was.
So car batteries are made of many cells. Excuse me. And
How
the
come you're not that fucking burpy?
battery cells
I've
are...
been burping, just not as loud as him.
You're not vocal?
The battery cells are like, think of AA battery, okay? But they're larger. So they have like 18650, which is like the older batteries. That you find them in, like tools or batteries.
Yeah.
If you open them, you have 18650 batteries in them. So those are individual cells. So they're welded, they soldered together in sequence, whether it's parallel. I think it's parallel, and then they're in modular sequences with battery management system. They call BMSs. So that controls so that you don't overcharge your batteries and blow them up, right? So you have hundreds, maybe even more than hundreds of those cells that are enclosed in aluminum enclosing to protect it from punctures. Because
You're talking about EV battery, a vehicle battery?
Yeah, that's how they're structured. And then that size of the battery will depend on the weight of the vehicle, the range of that you want. So like, you know how some electric vehicles will have, I have an extended range version.
Right.
Like you buy base versions like 160 miles, extended range will be 260 miles, right? So that's a bigger battery. So to calculate how many of cell phone batteries will take, it's such a broad measurement.
They probably gave but
it's
probably
easy to
gave
use.
something. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So they probably gave maybe it's a Honda Civic size or some bullshit. I don't fucking know.
So you can't just use that and apply that to all electric vehicles. So because
Oh my god, slap my dick.
Anyways,
slap
fuck
my
off.
dick. Slap my dick.
I actually know
Again.
someone who has fetish like that. Maybe they can help you with it.
Footish. Slap my dick.
So what I was going to bring up actually is Tesla has been building a network of fast charging stations, which other electric vehicle manufacturers are lacking. And now they're all trying to make arrangements and contracts with Tesla to allow their vehicles to be able to fast charge off of Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all struggling with it, and they're behind. And now they're asking Tesla for help. And I think even Biden, who didn't have balls to fucking invite Elon Musk to the gathering he had of all the U.S. companies.
But why would you not do that?
And he excluded Elon Musk on purpose. I think Elon Musk should be like, fuck you. Just be like, nope, not going to do it.
Well, I saw last week that Tesla fired their whole people that run the whole battery division or some bullshit. Charging division, something like that. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I know they've acquired one of the, is it Philips? I think they acquired Philips.
The light bulb
company
people?
Who make batteries because they were working on the new technology of batteries.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how these businesses are structured, so I don't really know if there's a charging design or charging fucking paint. I don't fucking know. But yeah, he fired, I think, the people in charge of that. But I don't know the reason why. And maybe we don't know because
They
he
need
doesn't
to
fucking
make
tell
cuts,
us.
or
What's that?
they need to make cuts, maybe.
But why would you cut the people that are in charge of it? Now there's just no one in charge of it.
Well, they've had a lot of recalls recently. Tesla has.
Because of the batteries?
I don't know.
I know that when we had the storm during the winter, when it was freezing cold, I think in Chicago, there were a whole bunch of stations with Tesla cars that were just, not just Tesla, other electric cars, I think, as well. But mostly Tesla. They couldn't charge because it was too cold.
Yeah, but how does this even work? Like, you get these snowstorms on the highway, and you're stuck. You don't know you're stuck. Like, I need to stop, and I got to charge up in the next fucking 20 miles. All of a sudden, you get stuck in a snowstorm, and there's an accident. Mm-hmm. What happens when your car runs out of battery? Are you going to freeze to death on the fucking highway? Because
yes.
How is that?
It's just
what our country wants.
It's just like a car that would run on fuel, a combustible.
But you don't hear about these fuel cars
runs out of fuel. Yeah, but because there's an argument against electric cars, that's why you hear that. So if a car with fuel runs out, same thing happens. Mm-hmm. You freeze to death, right?
Yeah, but you don't hear about it.
You don't hear because nobody's complaining about them. But you have a lot of people complaining about electric cars. So that's.
I also think since there's more gas stations around where you can fuel up rather than,
and it's much quicker.
Charging stations.
You get in there, 5 minutes if that, and you're out.
Well, plus you're familiar with this, the suck and spit theory, right? You suck out of someone else's gas, you spit in yours.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with it.
You're good at it. Like, you're efficient. So, like, you could do that. Like,
never get gas in my mouth.
You got a full tank of gas, you'd be like, I'll suck it and I'll spit it in there. So, like, you know.
Yeah, if you share gas. Yeah. There's ever
everybody jumps in your car.
Aren't you part of the suck and spit club or something? Yeah?
No, I'd never heard of it. But what was I going to say? Fuck.
But didn't you say that the electric vehicles, the batteries are like non-recyclable, or it's like a big problem with pollution? Like, so all these people are talking about green, like you're making more fucking waste.
Well, before you get those batteries, there's cobalt mines you have to go through, right? So that's pollution. Mm-hmm. There's people who, in other countries, working in very bad conditions to mine cobalt. Like kids, women, pregnant women. It's crazy. If you go online and look at footages of cobalt mining and what those towns go through, it's terrible. But, we're all happy with our cell phones, laptops, electric cars, so we don't mention those pollutions. But then you have to charge them. So where do we get our electricity from? Like, what powers our grid so that we have electricity? Is it coal? Is it solar panels? People think, solar panels, it's so green. But that's not true. Once it's below 80% of efficiency on the solar panel, they have to dispose that solar panel. Where's that solar panel go? What happens to those crystals?
Country, right?
Where do you throw it? Do you dispose it in the ground? Like, it's not like it's a reusable energy that is green. If you hold on to the solar panels, but big solar farms, it's all about efficiency. So if you have solar panels that are no longer above 80%, then you should get rid of it because it affects their grid, the demand. Mm-hmm. And with more electric cars, the higher the demand is. So they can't afford panels that are below 80% efficiency. Makes no sense to them. So they need to get rid of them.
So lithium batteries need the cobalt mining, right? Mm-hmm. And they're talking about doing all electric vehicles by 2030, 2035, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Well,
how many cobalt mines are there? And is it possible that there's going to be, if everyone's making electric vehicles only, can you run out of cobalt mines? And
what's the supply and demand like?
I don't know what the reserve, but China bought all the cobalt mines, and they don't give a fuck about environment. They just mine it.
But that's why they do
a limit to that.
We've even there were even U.S. cobalt mines owned by U.S. that were sold to China.
It's stupid.
Why?
But this is why you have fucking couches floating in the fucking, lake when they're doing the Olympics, and they're fucking, they're rowing and shit. There's there's just so pollution. Like there's no EPA in China. Like you can or even India. Like you just fucking dump. I mean, they shit on the sidewalk. Mm-hmm. You dump where the fuck you want, and whatever it is you're dumping. So
If it's something that will allow China to gain power or financial gain, they don't give a fuck about environment.
how are you going to have an EV 18-wheeler?
You can't. That's
That's what I'm saying. They're going to produce them all. Like how are you going to transport 45,000 pounds in a fucking trailer?
the amount. Yeah, but also think of the size of the batteries in the semi truck
Right. Where are they going to go?
and how heavy it is. It needs new technology for the tires, so the tires don't wear off as fast, and it needs the enormous amount of grid power. They say one semi truck, how much energy it needs to charge. You can power the entire neighborhood.
Right.
That's crazy. Like that's
I'd like
just
to see our country.
not ready for that.
I'd like to see our country get. First of all, yeah, this is a big problem for me. But why do we not have high speed rail anymore?
I don't know
our
why
country.
we don't have. We should
Well,
have high speed.
But even
rail.
if high speed rail, can that be a mode of transport? Like you fucking all you do is just bisect the country, east to west, from fucking California to
East, west, north. Create a
But
grid if you have
you
to.
go. You can do those branches
Yeah.
at some point. But like even if you just have like these hubs, you just separate the country, right? And then you fucking take this high speed rail wherever you want to go, and then from there you hub it in. You load here. You know like we talked about at the Middle Ages episode when we talked about the freight yard they want to put in Cicero. You have those type of arrangements, and then from there you
Branch.
disperse, you know, and then things will grow, and then you can kind of put other kind of rails in. Like start somewhere, but like other people have high speed rails for like fucking 10 years now, and we don't have anything.
Yeah, you have them in Japan and Europe.
Right.
Like,
We have nothing. Like what
I
the
don't
fuck's the
understand-
problem here?
Yeah, we're still fucking chewing
You know what?
along.
Maybe it costs like 80 billion, and we only send Ukraine 16, and we take the other 80 and build a fucking high speed rail.
Yeah, some of our infrastructure is just embarrassing.
Because our energy grid is the electricity grid is subpar.
Well, the problem is like we're putting too much on electricity. Like we're just okay, electrical heat from now on, no more natural gas. Electric cars now, no more combustible engines. You know, electric fucking solar panels everywhere for your home needs. No more heating your house with burning wood or whatever, natural gas. It's just the grid's not ready for that.
Right.
It sounds, in theory, it sounds nice, right? Like it's
But
positive.
it's sad that it's not ready because we've had decades to prepare for this.
Yeah, but
They just kind of fucking push it off to some other issue. Like,
I always say this. Why are we not there yet? Well,
Right.
who has to lose money and who gets to
Right.
benefit?
right.
Electric vehicle technology has been developed back in early 1900s. Mobile, I believe it's Mobile, bought it and just shelved it. Like electric cars existed.
Yeah. They just squash it until
Yeah,
it becomes
because
an emergency.
because they need to make money off oil. So if electric cars come out, they sell less oil.
Well-
So it was in their best interest to
I mean, look
buy-
at COVID. Like, how many problems? I mean, I don't know what you experienced, Vova, with you know your business, but as far as supply and getting it and transportation, all these things. Like when COVID hit, it was really apparent to me because I'm in that industry. Like, you know how reliant we are on China, and fucking things shut down. Like, did we change that? No,
including
we
our,
fucking dealt with it, and now we still deal with China. Like, what the
including
fuck?
our military. Like our military gets medication from China.
Right.
Like it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Why we should not be? We need to be
Self-sufficient.
self-sufficient.
Yeah.
We need to use the technology, develop it, advance it faster, and look out for our country. I think that's what's important.
Yeah, I think we outsource too many things to be self-sufficient.
And what that does,
To what end? Why is that? Why do you think?
Cost.
money, profits.
No, I agree with all of it, but I'm saying, like, you know, on the front end, that's probably an issue. But if you were to put in the infrastructure to prevent that from happening, you save money on the back end,
The problem is,
like factories.
right, that sounds good, right? Like keep the jobs here, keep the money here. But for financial institutions, that doesn't make sense. If more jobs are outsourced, and this is my opinion, if more jobs are outsourced and less people have jobs, they need to survive. What do they have to do? They got to get credit, right? So a lot of people live off credit to survive. Therefore, financial institutions make the profits from people who have to take credit. Why can't we make enough? If we make more product here, we have more jobs. People are employed, financially stable, in good position. And when you need to buy something, you just fucking buy it. And you take out credits.
Cash buy.
Yeah, you take out credits for mortgage, maybe an expensive car. Maybe you want to buy a second home.
Or you want to buy a shitload of alcohol at Seaside Variety.
Yeah. Take credits out for those. But when someone goes out and to buy a pair of shoes or food and you put it on your credit card.
Well, that's where we're at now is the credit card debt is highest it's ever been because so many people are relying on.
Of course, because more money is
nobody
going overseas because
Nobody's
that's
got
where
the money.
stuff is developed.
Yeah.
And then the rich people become richer because
Because they have the cash.
they have means of doing to generate that. And I don't know.
So you guys don't take credit cards, Vova, but you don't take debit cards either?
No.
Yeah, because debit cards are at least a bit of a solution because it's taking cash that you already have in hand, but I realize there's still a transaction charge.
Yeah, I mean, if you're taking debit cards, then you have to take credit cards.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, one world problem at a time. What do you think of this beer?
Your first time having it, Vova?
Yeah,
No,
it's his
I've
first
had this-
time. No, you
I've
never
had
had this before.
I've had this many times. We used to
He's
sell this.
telling you, he's telling you you're lying. Like, you are not right.
We used to sell this a while ago. It's heavy. It's heavy. It drinks heavy to me.
You don't like it?
I'll drink it.
Because you're finished for both of us, you fuck.
I'll drink it, but
This beer is terrible. I'm done.
I'm an expert at drinking craft beer. You guys drink too slow.
I was talking. I talk bullshit a lot.
Yeah.
yeah. You do.
I don't drink a lot, but I drink a lot. So that's why I finished it quick.
I saw the sticker on the back of the truck. We can get any job done fast, no matter how long it takes.
Yeah, I saw you post that, right?
Did I?
Yeah, on
Instagram?
yeah, it was a white truck with a
Yeah. Writing.
So speaking of getting jobs done, one of the things I've noticed is a lot of contractors drink during work time.
Whoa.
Like,
That's not fucking allowed with me.
Power tools and
no,
alcohol.
but you're different.
Fuck no, man. If you drank before you came to work, you're out.
But
I'm not having you work that day.
I notice it, and aside from working at the store, I do a little bit of carpentry work myself.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone I hired is drinking during lunchtime, they're gone.
Permanently, like you never hire me again.
Never,
Yeah.
never.
That's fucking
Because the way I work is you're there to work. You do your work. The fact that you're drinking alcohol and dealing with either power tools or going up and down ladders, and if a client sees you drinking while you're working or a lunch break, it doesn't matter. You don't drink alcohol when you're working.
Well, the liability for you, nonetheless. Right.
But the amount of people I see who come to work to Seaside at lunchtime to buy alcohol is unbelievable.
workers.
Yeah.
What's the company name? Never mind.
Never mind. It'll just be an open-ended comment, but the majority of the time it's lunchtime, and my favorite thing is they're buying it for later.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh sure.
I'm
Yeah,
buying
later
this for
when they leave your premises,
when I get
5
out of
minutes
work.
later.
This
Buying
is for
it
later when I get out of work. Okay.
when I get in the car.
yeah.
On occasion, people will come at like 9 o'clock and buy beer too, but
9 p.m.
a.m.
A.M. Yeah.
We're contractors. I mean,
All right. I gotta tell you, me and my brother, we I mean, sometimes we've not stopped drinking when we were younger, but if we could get a beer now at 7 or 8, I'm kind of okay with that. But I'm not working.
I feel like we've all had a beer early in the morning, but I wasn't handling power tools. I wasn't going up ladders.
No.
I don't know about you.
No, fuck no. I would never do that. I'm very strict about it. I've had guys show up for an interview reeking alcohol. What the fuck? You know those winter coats that have like pockets up higher?
Oh yeah, we can warm your boobies.
Yeah.
The tit warmers. Yeah.
It's like a parka, but it has like pockets up here and then down. He walks by me, reeks alcohol. I almost said fire. and I see a can in his pocket. I like reach in his pocket. I go, "What the fuck is this for?" He goes, "That's for later, man." I'm like, "Okay, you can have it now. See you later." Like, you showed up drunk already.
So he's got tit warmers, and then he's got nice cans. Yeah, people don't understand. Like, maybe they think
It's very dangerous.
There probably are some people that will hire that.
I got some fucking funny construction stories, but that's for another episode.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I subbed out a job one time. So I have a guy who works for me. I've told you this. I've told you about him before, but I subbed out a job to him that I couldn't get to in time, and he needed help on the job. So I told him, I can't help you, but get whoever you want. So he got a friend of his. And one day I was working at the store, and I'm working, and I happened to see him park. He parked outside the store, and I saw him, but he had his friend come in that he hired to help him. And I knew he was hiring this friend, but the friend didn't know me. So he came in and he got his stuff, and he bought three nips or shooters. I don't know what you guys call them in New York, like the smallest size.
No, you can say nips. We like nips.
Yeah. Just like these nips here.
Boobies.
Boobies.
Call 'em nips. Nips sound small.
Well,
Those look like implants.
that's because nips are the smallest size
but these are
alcohol
not
you
small.
can
Look
get.
at the size of these. This look like fake.
Those look real.
Oh, okay.
Real fake. They're real fake.
Anyway, so this guy he brings up his stuff to the counter, and he asked me to for 3 nips of Absolute vodka.
What are those? The little fucking
The little tiny, the
yeah,
smallest
like
size
the,
you can get.
2-3
like
ounces.
Fireball was doing it, and they didn't have the fucking
the
alcohol.
50,
Yeah,
50 ml.
Yeah.
So these guys are working on a job that's got my name on it because I took the job and I gave it to him.
You subbed it.
I subbed it out to him, yeah. But the homeowners reached out to me. I looked at the job. And
Yeah. You subbed it.
yeah. So
It's weird. You guys are both subs. I'm a dom.
I'm a foot long.
Full and a half.
So this guy comes up and he's buying the nips, and I go to him. It's like, "Hey, is your name Brian?" And he was taken aback. Like,
How do you know?
How do you know my name? I don't know you. So he says, "Yeah." He goes, "How do you know that?" And I said to him, "Well, you and your friend, you guys are working on my job right now." And the first thing he says is, "Oh, these are for later. We're going to a funeral later on. We're going to have them at a funeral."
Yeah.
Well, the funeral's now, and it's your paycheck. It's over, man.
Well, after I talked to the guy who I subbed the job out to, it turns out that the funeral was now because he spent a lot of time in the truck, and he wasn't working.
Yeah.
The funeral was now. They were
Yeah.
burying paint cans.
but it was like
Yeah, dead nips.
it was 11:30 in the morning, and the guys there buying nips while they're in the middle of a job.
Are they nibs or nips?
Nips.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Nips.
Dead nips. We call them in Massachusetts. I don't know. What you
That's
guys
okay.
call
We're going to call them here in New York, too.
them. Yeah.
All right. You can buy
Because I know down in Florida they call them shooters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you shoot with your nips.
You
Like a fembot. Austin Powers.
want to grade this? We might have done it before.
We did. We have done it before, yeah.
I'm afraid to
You guys have done this
score it now because
We've
I
drank
might
this
be.
before, yeah.
on the podcast?
Yeah.
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 I actually enjoyed that with a cigar.
You did, or you said you were going
I
to?
did. No, we both did. We both had this with cigars.
We did?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. Was this one? We've only had a cigar once.
right, and it was that we drank
okay.
with the
I don't remember
cigars.
you guys doing this. I watch all your episodes.
And someone
It
was
wasn't
saying,
during the episode. We just took a break and
no, we drank it during an episode.
right.
Yeah.
But we also had this with cigars.
But then, yeah, you're talking about how this would taste good with a steak.
Yes. Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't need to grade it. It's good. was
I'm
good
going
the
to
first
skip
time.
grading because I don't want to fuck up and grade different score than I did before. What do you think?
That's
this
why
would
we
be?
bought it.
What do you think?
I would give this like a 3.8.
Too strong for you?
Not to. I'm not crazy about bourbon barrels.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I like the taste, actually.
I kind of like. I mean, yeah, this is different because it actually tastes like that. But like, we had one from actually Buried Acorn when we went there. Remember, it was like a 14% something.
Wait, was that buried?
Yeah, that he hadn't bottled yet. Remember, he was looking for the cans for it, or not bottled. He couldn't.
Wait,
can
was that bourbon aged or was that the one with the wine?
No, I think it was bourbon aged. But either way,
We tried it.
yeah, he had some. He was just waiting to put in the cans, but he didn't have the cans yet. So
I don't know why I don't remember that.
yeah, I think it was in barrels. That's why. But either way, I mean, this has got more of a vanilla-y flavor.
It's got a little sweetness to it. Yeah.
But the ones we've had, like the barley wines, I like those
That's good.
that's efficiency drinking. Like you might pay a little more for it, but you're only going to have like 2
Yeah.
because they're fucking 14,
And you
15%.
got your buzz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I think beer anything over 11% is called barley wine. It's not beer at that point.
Anything you want to say to close it up?
You got a website? You guys do that or?
No website. We have a Facebook. Yeah, just a Facebook.
And then so people, you guys probably don't deliver, right? I mean,
We don't deliver
Yep.
now.
yep.
No, a long time ago we thought about it, but there's not a demand for it, and we had to hire someone just to do
What
delivery.
if what if somebody buys something through a website
we don't
like
no, we don't do
Grubhub
that.
or something?
No,
No.
no,
Somebody want like show up like, yeah, I'm picking up.
no, because Nahan is so small. Not, I don't want to say 9 out of 10, but chances are you're not gonna pay someone to come from somewhere else and pay a fortune for
We're
it.
lazy, man. Some people
Yeah.
burrito for Grubhub, and by the time they get it to the door, it's like $20 for a $10 burrito.
So I would say this is just my guesstimation. From where we are, the furthest point away from us is less than or like a 2-minute drive. Like you can be the furthest point in Nahan from Seaside Variety is like a 2-minute drive.
So if Frank peed on the street, it would run down to the store faster than a delivery boy could deliver something.
I just pee while walking. I saw a video on Instagram the other day. It was Grubhub,
Yeah.
and someone posted like you see the paragraph before you see the video, and she says, or he, some fat pig came and stole my food from. Some fat hog came and stole my food from my doorstep, and then you see the video, and it's like a fucking hog that came and fucking ate their
Oh,
food.
the actual.
Yeah, like fucking came, grabbed their food off their porch. What are those things called? Like a boar, like a one of those wild
boar. Yeah.
Some fat hog came and took my fucking food. And then it's,
Yeah, man, you got to get your shit out right away. We get deliveries. I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for the fucking person to get back in the car, and I go get it.
yeah. What, you can't see them? Like
What was that?
it was a.
Stop. All right.
Well, you can't see them. Like, well, you can't talk to them. Like, what's the problem?
Cool. No, they just set it down.
Why are you waiting for them to get in the car?
No, I'm waiting for them to walk away, so I don't have to fucking talk to them.
You just said that we
Trust
wait
me,
till
they don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, really.
I know, that's why I don't want to be awkward.
They've made their money. They just want to get the hell out.
I'm sure, but I don't want to be awkward, like open the door and they'll be like, oh, hey,
You want some? Here, take a bite.
Enjoy your meal. I'm like,
Let's eat like Lady in the Tramp.
You wait for them to send you the picture. Once they've sent you the picture, they're far enough away from the door.
Yeah.
I don't know because I can fucking see where they are. I have a camera. I'm watching them, taking a picture, sending it, walking away.
Why your food's getting cold?
It takes seconds. What do you mean cold?
It's like sex.
I'm
Saxons.
sorry you have that experience.
Saxons.
All right, guys. You want to say anything at the end? Good. Come to Seaside.
Are you gonna stop
Seaside.
listening to
Come
us?
to Seaside.
Fuck,
Come to
I'm never
Seaside.
listening to
Come
fucking
to
Brews Banter
Seaside.
again.
Bring cash.
Buy boob. Buy a lot of booze.
boob,
Bring
buy
cash. Bring cash. Bring boobs too.
Cash only.
If you don't have cash, we have an ATM.
And by the way, thank you for being such a loyal listener, subscriber. follower,
and another ambassador, like a
and
supporter.
an ambassador. Yeah.
And
Don't
oh,
leave
you
me
get your
hanging.
first one. You get your first one.
We're still up by 3.
I'm jealous.
And I apologize. I wanted to bring some local beer, but
You better fucking apologize. Who does that?
fuck.
You have to come back now.
I was in a hurry to get out of the house
Obviously.
because you kept pressuring me to leave before 10 o'clock.
Well, not my fault. You're not fucking organized.
I was organized.
Well, we got the Bentwater double growler holder.
Yeah,
I know, but they just came out. Bentwater just came out with a new beer, and I specifically ordered a couple cases because I was going to bring some here.
Cases. Shit. You better come back.
It's good beer. I tried it.
Okay.
They gave me a sample.
I'll be the
Yeah,
judge.
we
of that.
we liked the other stuff. It was good.
I'll be the judge. I taste a lot of beer.
Good for you,
good
but
beer.
we have different taste buds.
I'm saying
Bud.
it's good.
All right.
We have different taste, bud.
Thank you. Thank you to all the followers. Our website is ready.
When will it be published?
It is published.
So people can check it out now.
Yes, go BrewsNBanter.com and you can see our website. It's not as populated as it would be in time, but we're getting there.
So there's just one question I have because I didn't know that it was published, but the last time I checked, there was like a $5,000 watch on there.
It's not there.
I'm like, I don't know whose fucking watch this is. But
I'm glad nobody bought it, so we didn't have to come up with that
what
watch.
the fuck,
Just
man?
send it.
That's out of pocket expense. All right, good. We're good.
I have a question. When are
Yes.
you guys posting another Patreon episode?
Usually there's 2 videos come out every month, but we're gonna start posting more things like we're gonna be doing what do you call it?
Product reviews?
No. With the followers, 5 followers we selected.
Oh,
from
the
Instagram. Parodies.
Yeah.
So all like bloopers and fails that's gonna go on Patreon.
Some people on Instagram that we follow, and we're going to try to imitate. Obviously, not as good as they do.
Yeah.
But we're going to try to recreate what they do. And
Apparently,
see how that looks.
for one person, I have to squeeze my ass into yoga pants, so that's gonna be hilarious.
Men's
So-
or women's yoga pants? Are they different?
I don't know, but I hope I can. I don't want to see either front or back.
You're gonna be recording, so
Is there like a little,
That's gonna go.
is there like a little spandex sock?
I'm
in the
gonna
front or
try
something?
to squeeze into it because I have to get that same outfit as that person and do the pose, and I'm gonna probably fall on my ass, and it's gonna be funny.
So, but you've seen May's Patreon episode, right?
That is that the
That is, yeah. Which one did you do, Roman? For May?
I don't remember.
oh May? You're talking about the month May?
Yeah. Like who else would it be? Like Mary May or?
Well, May could be a name. May.
No. May still has to come out.
Yeah, because I haven't seen any.
Okay. Well, then
May has not come out yet.
Yeah.
that's why. Bo was asking, but
Yeah, but you get about 2 videos per month. There'll be more coming out per month as more content's being created, like deleted scenes and things like that.
we do have a ton of stuff we already have.
I like the Patreon videos. The New Orleans trips. I like that video.
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got. I mean, that one episode I think we mentioned last week. I think we did 6 interviews in 10 days or something like that. So
Yeah, that was
summer gets busy for everybody, so we're trying to kind of get ahead of it. But
that was very hard actually.
And I think, are you guys going to try to do something with Bentwater?
When we go out to Massachusetts, I'm going to say this on the podcast. I'm signing up to do Treehouse Half Marathon. That's going to be in September. So maybe we could use September.
it's in Massachusetts, so maybe Bentwater can. It does. Do you know if they participate in anything like this? Are they there? I mean, I don't know.
We're going to have to make like a weekend out of it or something, and then go into Boston and go to some of the breweries like
So
Bentwater,
everybody
Jack's
else knows
Abbey.
I'm not fucking running, so they're.
No, you're going to be
No, I get the runs. I don't run.
you're going to be the spectator.
Yeah.
I was thinking about calling you to see if you wanted anything from Treehouse, because I would have taken the long way here, but there's
That's
a
okay.
chance.
I think you have to pre-order when you. I don't think you walk into the store and buy
I
it.
think you can.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you pre-order online and then.
I'm pretty sure you can. Okay. You can just walk in, but you're limited to how much you can buy.
Okay.
But there was a chance of rain. I didn't want to deviate from our route too much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, poor wipers, poor wipers.
All right, guys.
But on the way back, there's no rain, so maybe I'll step for myself.
Get it for himself.
On the way back.
That boy.
Thank you, Vo, for being a loyal follower, subscriber, and everything else.
+4.
Ambassador. Thank you to all the listeners who follow us, to listen to our podcast and social media and all that stuff. Our website is up, BrewsNBanter.com. And our store will get populated on our website with items for sale. We'll also have Amazon merchandise up soon. I'm working on it. And so thank you, everybody. Until next episode.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks,
Bye.
Rover. Hey, Hopheads. Frank here.
And Roman. Welcome to Brews and Banter, the podcast where we sip and spill the funniest stories over a cold one.
We're not just brewing laughs and comedy. We also discuss life stories and current events in every episode.
Follow the frolic on our socials, where we brew up more than just banter. Check out Linktree/Brews and Banter for all the goods.
And guess what? We've got a VIP section. Join our Patreon for exclusive content, behind-the-scenes brew secrets, and maybe even a blooper reel or two.
Subscribe, laugh, and unlock the full Brews and Banter experience. Because life is too short for bad beer and boring stories. Cheers.